Welcome to the Lead with Hope podcast, the podcast where we explore the power of hope. I'm your host, Brandi Kelly, and I'm so glad you're here today because today we're going to talk about something every leader experiences, but not every leader knows how to navigate well. And that's setbacks, missed days, dropped habits, moments where you think, I was doing so well and now I'm not. But what if I told you success was never about perfection in the first place? Before we get started, I want to thank our legacy partner, Craig Williams, founder of Conversary. At Spark Hope, we believe story matters because story shapes how we lead, how we connect, and how we show up in the world. Conversary helps authors and leaders bring clarity to their story and confidence to their voice so that their brand truly reflects who they are. You can learn more about their work by visiting the link in today's show notes or on the Spark Hope website. Thank you, Conversary, for supporting the Lead with Hope podcast. Let's start here. So many leaders carry this belief, if I can't do it perfectly, I might as well not do it at all. But that mindset does not produce excellence. It actually produces paralysis, and it's nothing new. Even in Scripture, we're reminded that perfection was never the expectation. In Philippians 3:12-14, it says, "Not that I have already obtained all this or have already arrived at my goal, but I press on. I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal." Did you catch that? Not that I have already obtained this. Even Paul, the leader, the teacher, the example, he didn't claim perfection. He claimed pursuit. So what does that mean for us today as leaders? It means we need to stop measuring success by perfection, and we need to start measuring it by progress and persistence. Here's the mindset I want you to hold on to. Never miss twice. Not never fail. Not always get it right. Just don't let one moment become your mindset. Because here's what happens. We miss one day and we start looking back, looking in that rearview mirror. We replay it, we label it, we let it define us. But Philippians reminds us, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, looking into the windshield ahead of us, not behind us. Resilient leaders don't get stuck. They re-anchor in what still can happen. They press on toward the goal. Let's pause for just a moment because I want to tell you about a partner who truly aligns with the heart of this podcast, Conversary. Here on Lead with Hope, we talk a lot about clarity. Clarity of purpose, clarity of voice, and clarity of direction. And that's exactly where Conversary comes in. They help leaders, educators, and change makers uncover the story behind their work and share it in a way that feels honest, meaningful, and deeply aligned with who they are. If you've ever felt the nudge to write a book, refine your message, or build a brand that actually reflects your values, not just your resume, Conversary doesn't rush you or box you in. They walk alongside you, helping you shape your story with intention and integrity. Learn more by clicking their link in the show notes or visiting the Spark Hope website. A big thank you to Craig Williams and Conversary for being a legacy sponsor of this podcast and for investing in stories that matter. Because when we share our stories with clarity and hope, real change happens. And here is where this becomes transformational. Consistency shapes our identity. Every time you choose to begin again, you are reinforcing who you are becoming. And Philippians gives us that posture of a resilient leader. Press on, press on. Not because it's easy, not because you've mastered it, but because you have a calling on your life. You don't need perfection to lead well. You need alignment, you need intention, and you need courage to keep moving forward, even when you stumble. That's what builds self-efficacy, and that's what builds belief. And most importantly, friends, that's what builds our hope. So here is your challenge this week. Don't chase perfection, practice pursuit. It's about the progress, not the perfection. Ask yourself, what is one small step I can return to even if I mess up or I miss once? And when you do miss, and you will, we all do, don't spiral. Don't stay stuck. Instead, come back to this truth. You are not behind. You are in process. So you press on. And if you need a place to start or you're craving more clarity in what you're pursuing, I've got something for you. I'll drop a link in the show notes for a free Hope Leadership Clarity Assessment, a simple first step to help you identify your focus and move forward with intention. Because clarity fuels action and action builds momentum. Hope isn't built in those perfect moments. It's built through what we choose to do next, in the quiet decisions to try again, to show up, to believe again. And as leaders, when we model that, we give others permission to do the same. We create cultures where growth is possible, where people aren't defined by their worst day, but by their willingness to keep going. Friend, if this episode encouraged you today, would you take a moment to help me spread hope? Leave us a 5-star rating, share this episode with a friend or a fellow leader, and continue being the kind of leader who presses on toward that goal with intention and with resilience and always with hope. Until next time, keep leading with hope.